Next sequence I'm going to share with you is a self-massage sequence. Self-massage is a wonderful tool to just boost the immune system, the circulation. It is a wonderful way to help you to feel relaxed and to release tension. And of course, having somebody else give you a massage is lovely, but there is a different quality to self-massage. There is this really meditative communion with the self where nobody knows your body like you, and you get to feel and press and knead different places. A good way to do this, if you've never done it before, is to really relax and let your intuition guide you, knowing that the body is just covered with meridians, and by pressing into different parts of the body, we're going to stimulate these pressure points. So acupuncture and acupressure are ancient healing arts, over 5,000 years old, and the mission really is to enliven the chi or the prana inside the body, which is our life energy. So we also get to heal on such a deep level, but there's a spiritual quality to self-massage, which for me is really a discovery, another way of learning the language of the body, like with yoga. So you can do this anywhere, which is why I love it. I don't use oil. You can if you want to. I don't personally do it, which also helps you to kind of, if you know, in an office or on an aeroplane, oil is oily. So of course it's up to you. Another great thing to set your mood, obviously epigenetics, environment is really conducive to changing our states of mind. You can light candles, incense, beautiful music, however you want to do this. After a hot bath is a great way, and it is so enlivening to your energy. It'll make you feel great if you're not feeling well. So this is how we do it. Remember, the hands, the feet and the ears are wonderful little areas that are just packed with pressure points. So you don't have to know these pressure points, and you don't have to know how to massage. You just have to know that you using your hands and your fingers, and you're either pressing, stretching, little tips of finger pressure, anything that feels good. And this is a discovery for you to find out what feels good in your body. So I'll show you what I usually do, and you can work through it as you feel. Okay, so just take a moment to drop the shoulders down, take a deep breath in, and then let's begin with the head. Rake back 4 times on the head. And then just really move vigorously around the head, stimulating the skull, the skin, the brain. And then separating and releasing the tension in the eyebrows 3 times. And massaging along the side of the face and then down underneath the cheekbones. Spending a little time under there, getting into all the fleshy parts. And then take your fingers to that place where the ear and the jaw meet and massage behind there. So really just working into the lymph for the face. And then massaging along the ears. anything, rubbing, pulling, kneading, finger pressure, you'll feel the ears start to get hot here and the cheeks begin to flush because you're stimulating the energy and the circulation. So you can just feel it working already. It's also very relaxing. Alright, when you're done with that, come down to one side of the neck and just work along the shoulder. So you can see I'm using my fingers, but you can just squeeze as well. Just do whatever feels good. This is what feels good for you. Of course, we're all different. And then take the hand and work all the way down the arm. Squeeze the arm. Take the biceps and just roll it between your fingers. Really just working. And then take the hands, the thumbs, and start to work down the forearm. And then just massage the top of the hand. So 3 meridians run through the top of the hand, 3 through the bottom. The top is yang, the bottom is yin. You don't need to know this, you just need to feel it. Just need to feel, go along each finger. And turn your hand the other way and just go along each finger again. Just massaging along the fingers. Alright, and then working your way along the thumb. So you're getting into the point there between the finger and the thumb. And then just squeezing the nail beds. I'm going through this pretty quickly because you know, I could sit here forever going through these different things, but you'll get the idea of what I'm sharing here, and take your time, enjoy it. And again, if you only have 5 minutes in a lunch break, then do that as well, just do it quickly. A little bit makes a big difference. Okay, so let's go to the other side. So again, use the fingers, just pull down to release that, and the neck. And then squeeze, squeezing in. And then working the way along the arms. So you can be as gentle and as vigorous as you feel. You just want to get the energy moving. And you can feel when you touch on certain points that there are good places to be releasing tension. Okay? And then along the forearms. This is also a really amazing way to heal if you've got flu or, you know, anything. If you feel something coming on, just give yourself a gorgeous massage and just keep doing it little bits, because it will move the circulation and it boosts the immune system. Alright, again, top of the hand, just working away along the fingers. Spend more time here. Okay, and then turn the hand, work along the fingers. Use your intuition here. If you need to spend more time somewhere else, then do that. Just really just kneading and releasing tension. Lots of knots and blocks are created through life, not just physical, through our emotions, through our thoughts. So what we want to do is we want to release any holding patterns, new holding patterns and old holding patterns. And this is an amazing way to do it. Okay, so once you finish there, bring your hands underneath the collarbones and work underneath the collarbones. So just pushing into these little, you can feel little like crevices and little kind of depressions inside the bony structure here. And you can just come across under the collarbones is an amazing place to work. There are so many wonderful kind of release points here for that mood enhancing. It'll help if you're feeling a little bit low or down. And then work your way down towards the sternum or breastbone, coming between the chest, all the way down and back up. And you'll feel, this feels amazing. Just keep pressing into these little kind of pockets, and you'll feel it's like you're releasing pockets of tension across the chest, across the heart. It's really amazing. Okay. And then come down again, and then just feel your way into your ribs. Feel the rib cage. And it's like you're kind of trying to massage the tissues around the ribs. And then you can just work into the gallbladder meridian by squeezing into the waist, squeeze into the waist, and squeeze across any way you need to. When you're self-massaging, you crisscross your hands, you squeeze, you do all that good stuff. Alright, now let's go to the lower body. Okay, so we've just finished the upper body and squeezing into the side waist. So to begin the lower body, let's begin with the feet. So sit however you feel comfortable in a chair, cross-legged, but find a way that you can hold the foot in your hand comfortably. And then start with the toes, just one toe at a time, just pressing, rubbing, and working that pressure into the toes. So just like we did with the fingers, we're going to work with the foot. And then underneath the foot, you're going to massage. So here, so that you can see a little bit clearly, I'm really just using my thumbs here underneath the ball of the foot. And I tend to very intuitively massage along any areas that I feel are particularly kind of, it's a good sore. So they're a little bit sore, but it feels good. And as I release them, they release tension and they get less sore, which makes me know that they were sort of tense and there was a block there. So I also use my knuckles, so you can just turn your knuckle and massage if you want to get in a little bit deeper. And then work along the outside of the foot and to the ball of the foot, just squeezing along the side and the ball of the foot. And then the arch. So work into the arch of the foot. And then when you're done with that and you really feel the difference, I mean, I immediately feel it. I feel now just the circulation being boosted and the heat being created, and it's such a good feeling. You can just feel all the lymph start to work, and it's lovely. And just take your thumb and work along the top of the foot. Work along the top. It's like you're just sliding your thumb between all the carpal bones. It's amazingly energizing. And then put your foot down and just work into the ankle. So you can take your thumbs into this depression here. You can feel it. There's a little hole, and just work into that. And it's good to remember to breathe, because your breath is helping this enlivening and detoxing of the body. Alright. And then come into the ankles. And did you ever do that kind of twisting thing when you were younger, where you twisted in the opposite directions? Well, do that here, because it is an amazing way to just energize through the ankles. So taking the two hands and just twisting. Feels amazing. And you can take it a little higher and you can twist, and it's fine to go over your clothes. Really amazing, actually. Sometimes it feels better over clothes than skin to skin. And then take your thumbs into your calf and just kneading into the calf muscle and all the way back down, and again up, and just kneading into the calf muscle and all the way back down. Alright, and then just take the thumb and just pushing along this shin line. And then at the top point you can find there's a great little point somewhere around there. So just explore, and you can find this point and you'll feel it when you find it. It's like below the knee, the top side, outside of the shin, and just work into that. It's known as the 3 more mile point. So when in the past people used to go on these great long journeys and walk for weeks, when they couldn't go anymore and they didn't feel like they had any more energy, they would press into this point because they believed it really released so much energy, and it became known as the 3 more mile point. So find that point and just work into that. And then around the knee, and you can just work back sides and front sides at the same time. So squeezing, kneading, and then all the way up the thigh. So obviously the thigh is big, so using both hands here just to lift the skin, knead the skin, and work into it, and work into the back as well. So you can just work along the back, whatever feels comfortable. Find a good seating sort of position that you can get to all these places. And squeeze the inner thigh. So obviously there's a lot of meridian lines running up the thigh. So just squeeze the inner thigh, massaging the inner thigh. Excellent. Another good thing to do is when you're sitting down, for example, in cross-legged or Baddha Konasana, you can just use your elbow and kind of get the elbow to work the inner thigh meridians and pressure points, and that's a really amazing feeling as well. If you can't get your elbow down there, just use your hand. So press down with the heel of the hand. Alright, this leg feels amazing. So let's work into this one. So just taking the foot again and working through the toes, just pressing the toes through. It's very difficult when you're doing self-massage to be thinking of anything else. You're so focused on the body and the way it feels and the way you're moving to massage that it really is a wonderful communion and meditation. I highly recommend you get into this. Alright, so thumbs underneath the ball of the foot. Underneath. And then working in the arch. Working the arch of the foot. And then the heel. So we're going to do everything to this leg now, pretty much. So you can work around the ankle. And then just turn the foot, put it down, and work the top of the foot. Working through the top of the foot. And again, find a little depression on the inside. So moving, exploring. There's no rules with self-massage. Actually, there's no rules with anything. Everything is up for exploration. And you just really discovering what feels good for you. And working into that. And then do the twisting again. So just twisting the skin. Twisting. all the way up, and then kneading into the calf. Really feeling that deliciousness. The calf is known as the second heart of the body because it is what aids the venous return and gets all the fluids from the lower part of the body up to the top. So when we feel sluggish or for any fluid retention in the body, it's a good thing to do massage the calf. Alright, and then coming up and then working around the back and the front of the knee, however feels good for you. So back into the hamstring, it's a very big muscle, so just squeezing. Kind of lose yourself, a little bit like one would go into trance bounce, go into trance massage. And then anything that feels good, squeezing with both hands, working the top, just lifting the skin away from the bone. Okay, and again, crisscross, and you can use your elbow. If you can't get your elbow down, just use your hand and press with the heel of the hand down into the body. Alright, and then when you're finished doing that, go into the hips and just take your thumbs and just move into the hips. It's like you're really moving alongside the crest here, and you're trying to release any tension, any tense fascia. You're trying to just really relax and release. That is the mission. And then to end with, after you've done the head, the shoulders, the arms, the torso, the feet, the shins, the thighs, the hips. This is a great way. I'm just going to turn to show you here. Okay, so take your hands behind you and work up. You see, work up the back of the spine by just lifting the skin and back down again. As far as you can, obviously, flexibility allowing, just working up the back. So we've got the kidney and bladder meridian that run up the back body. So once you have finished this wonderful self-massage ritual, I hope that you feel positively amazing, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. So, namaste everybody. So I'm Sonia Doubell with The Secret Bliss, and if you did find this sequence helpful, do share it with all your friends, come back and check out some more. Namaste everybody.